Hey there, today we will be discussing survival. This is a life review. Hey there everybody, and thank you for visiting addshot. If this is your first time or you are returning, we appreciate you viewing. All video and music made from scratch. Redwood Grove, in an undisclosed location, a place seldom visited, but greatly appreciated. So we're gonna switch it up again. Let's talk a little bit about everything. We're gonna talk about the drone. Maybe we'll talk about a few other things, like maybe your everyday survival. So if I was to start off, I would probably have to start with situational awareness, one of the most important things you can have. And so right now we're going to launch this drone real quick. This looks wonderful. This area has 200-foot redwood trees all around, mixed with oak, bay leaf, ferns, other brush. So GPS will be super spotty in here. There'll be plenty of line of sight issues. I'm imagining I'm going to lose connection a bunch, but let's run. Let's have a good time. Here we go. I'm connected. We're in the follow me mode. We're going to get back into the topic of your everyday survival, getting back into situational awareness. One thing you've got to be aware of, so important, are your surroundings. For instance here, these beautiful redwood trees. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your gear. What are you carrying on you? And be aware of your abilities. Obviously the abilities of the Skydio 2 are being tested in this dense forest, as I have to go back real quick to retrieve the Skydio. Make sure it's locked onto me again while backpedaling and not falling over. Catching myself and making sure we're connected so we can get rolling again. So again, these three things of your situational awareness are just so important. Again, your gear, your surroundings, your abilities. You know, you got to get a feeling of your surroundings. You got to understand the area around you. You have to get a feel for what's going on. No matter what the environment is, if you're in the forest, the desert, the jungle, you know, everything has its own pattern, its own rhythm. Everything around you, you will have to just sort of embrace and understand. And that's every day. That's everyday life. If you're in the city, you adapt to that. Now, if we move on to your gear, you always want to know what you have on you, because that's all you have to take care of yourself. And no matter what situation you're in, your gear is going to be so important. Again, your abilities. You know, how are you gonna feel in a cold or a wetting climate? Do you have enough clothing to get through? You know, are you gonna be able to take care of yourself? Are you injured? You know, all these things are questions that, you know, will obviously have to come up in any situation. This is everyday survival here. You know, you gotta get through the day, so you gotta answer these questions. So let's just move on to the next one here. I'd like to say that you need to be able to trust your senses and think. You have to use all your senses. You have to note sounds and smells around you. Feel the environment around you. You gotta notice temperature changes, weather, humidity, anything that changes, the wind. You know, you don't move too quickly. Don't think too fast. Be calculated. Consider all aspects of your situation. Size it up. Know what you're up against. Making haste and moving too quickly can only lead to bad situations. You want to try to avoid those at all costs. So here we go. We're trying to get another rescue here as I keep on running. The Skydio 2 is in pursuit. As we move down to the next item on our list, for everyday survival, you must extinguish all fear and panic. In any survival situation, fear and panic eliminates the ability to make rational and intelligent decisions. It's absolutely imperative that you eliminate these things and think rationally. Focusing too much on your feelings can lead to a loss of focus in your situation, which can also then drain your energy and cause negative emotions. It's very important to vanquish the fear and panic and trust your self-confidence. So as we use this moment to raise up in altitude, rise way above these beautiful redwood trees and this beautiful redwood grove, we can just catch a glimpse of a place I would love to live. But I do not, so I will visit, pay respect, and move on my way. So as we descend down now back into the redwood grove, just catching this long shot of a 200 plus foot redwood tree as we get back down in here to the canyon floor. And we can move on to the next topic for your everyday survival. Let's talk about the ability to improvise. One of the most important things you can consider in today's world where everything is just a throwaway piece of junk. You know, we just don't know how to improvise anymore. You need something that fits the job, you're going to go out and buy it. You're going to get online and purchase what you need, and it's going to come in 2 days. But you know what? I think there's more to consider. Consider your inexperience with improvisation. That is an enemy in any survival situation. If you cannot improvise, if you cannot pick up a small tool and turn it into something different, pick up a rock, use it as a hammer, if you can't do those kind of things, then you're probably not going to get by very far in any situational confrontation. So in this easy come, easy go world, it is so important for us to improvise and to think outside of the box, because they've made it unnecessary for us to do so. And it's time to change that. So as we head down into this creek and continue the run, the Skydio 2 has been keeping up with us, doing a great job. And we're going to catch up into these trees. Here's a real tight spot. And I pretty much knew that the Skydio wouldn't pass this location here. But when I come back and fetch it, I move on. And it's just doing an amazing job. Just dodging branches. I love it. So I've had a good day today. I've definitely been experiencing a wonderful place, a wonderful location. I'm definitely getting some good exercise. The Skydio 2 has been highly motivational, and it's getting me out there. So let's move on and get back onto our topics. Okay, so let's move to our last one. The last one I'm going to talk about today is going to be to value life. Life is the most important thing that you can ever consider. You got to place your life and your family's life at the highest of value. Have a solid will to live and thrive. You have a lifelong collection of experience and knowledge mixed with your hardships and your triumphs. You have the mental and physical strength to endure, and you will. Sure, we dislike inconveniences and discomforts. We've become creatures of comfort. We're used to the soft life. Just remember, when you came into this world, you were kicking and screaming and fighting to live. So that's how you should go through life when it really counts, whether it's everyday survival or just real survival. I hope you can take these to the bank, and I hope you enjoyed this video, as I am just worked but loving life in this amazing place as the Skydio orbits around me. We get a last couple views here of the forest. So hold these true. This is everyday survival. This could be survival in any situation, it doesn't matter. But here's a bunch of things that can help you, and I hope it does. So as we come on in for a landing here, it's just an amazing day, glorious place, feeling good about everything. Another great day, another great flight. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.